Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Fargo series. This is episode 6 of season 2 and it is called Rhinoceros. Last episode. Wow, I was calling for the Gerhardts to do something about all the pressure the Kansas crew were putting on them, and they delivered. Absolute sneak attack in the woods, managed to kill one of the Kitchen brothers, managed to kill the negotiator who was talking to the mother of the Gerhardt family. They lost a few men themselves, but it was definitely a win for the Gerhardts, so they managed to do that, and then the rest of the entire episode I'm sitting there so tense because I know that some kind of payback is coming, I just don't know where from. And instead of giving us that payback last episode, they cut to a different subplot where the Gerhardt's son has been tasked with going to assassinate Ed at the butcher shop, the son who can't use his right hand properly. He goes in, the gun jams, the whole thing turns into a shit show. The other guy from the Gerhardt crew comes in, accidentally shoots the son. I don't know if he died, but he did drop instantly, so I don't know if he just got shot in the head or shot in the torso, but he looked dead to me. And then Ed managed to kill the other henchman, and while I am thankful that Ed is still alive because he seems like a good guy, this is only going to get more and more pressure put on him from the Gerhardts as they try and get their revenge. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into this week's episode, so let's go. This is episode 6 of season 2 of Fargo, Rhinoceros. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
Peggy.
You're not gonna prove my Ed did anything wrong. It's unprovable.
And it's understandable that they would hate being arrested, but this is literally the single safest place for them just now. Left in that house, they probably wouldn't have survived the night. Must be nice for Ed to be in a car for once that isn't crashing.
Feels like the tap might just spin right off the globe these days and take you along with it. What's that for?
She's the one facing a life-threatening disease, and she's still investing all her thought and time into her husband. Having no moment for pity is incredibly admirable.
Let's get you home and in a bath. I'll make us some cocoa. Alright?
She's a nice lady. Shut up.
Lou's had enough of his bullshit. And in his defense, he did try and extend an olive branch a few episodes ago, and Ed and Peggy were having none of it. No fucking way, he survived. I don't even know how that's possible. He has a bandage on his head as well, which suggests the bullet did at least ricochet off his skull. He's so lucky.
I was thinking about our run the other day. You know? Trying to remember.
This brother's character has become so interesting. When you first saw him, you assumed he was actually quite unintelligent and just a gruntish one of the brothers, but the more you hear him speak, he's just a very introverted guy with a lot of thoughts in his head.
What would he do? You know? Now with this.
If anything, if I was the Gerhardts, I would once again go for a completely brutal sneak attack. There's no point sitting back waiting for the rebuttal. This is a war. Just go again.
Do you know what a whore's life is?
Come on now.
I'm confused as to how much he knows. These last 2 episodes, he's been treating her like he knows she's been talking to Mike, but he hasn't out and out said it yet.
Save my goddamn son!
Oh fuck, I completely didn't even think about it at the time, but yeah, he did send the son without the actual father's say-so.
Better stop now.
Okay, you've been asking for it for days.
Yeah, if a Native American breaks up the fight with a shotgun, you stop fighting.
I see heart and will. I see spirit. I see Grandpa after the war. Right, Pop?
Even if all that's true, you can't be making decisions on behalf of the guy's dad.
You can have the strap or the buckle.
The buckle, you piece of shit.
Yeah, he's not bitching out now.
Take care of this butcher. He doesn't live through the night.
Already dead, believe me, just doesn't know it.
See, I was 100% right. If Lou hadn't have arrested Ed, he would definitely be dead by the morning.
Dad and beer and maybe half a dozen.
Going?
He called me a whore.
Oh.
This is ridiculous. She just waits for any excuse to get in touch with Mike, doesn't she? No fucking loyalty.
Get the hell out of here.
Who was that listening into the conversation? Could they tell the Gerhardt brothers?
Took a whole army almost.
Okay, baby. Any last message for your dad?
Kiss my grits.
That is so fucking low. Imagine even giving your dad a last message before he's executed. Imagine if you were that dad, and it's already a bad day. Someone's already killing you, you know, not the best day as far as days go. And then the last thing they say is, by the way, your daughter says kiss my grits. She gave us all the information. She's the reason you're dying. Goodbye. Man, I mean, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in a spirit world or an afterlife, but oh, that would be a universal wrong.
Came whiffling through the tulgey wood and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2.
And it just feels so unfair. Without this insider information, the Gerhardts would be putting up a really good fight against the Kansas people, but the fact that the daughter is telling them all this shit is just giving them every opportunity for the perfect paybacks. It's actually frustrating to watch.
Beauty and travel mags.
No, not collect. I gotta stay up with the latest trends, you know, in my line of work.
It's an interesting observation though. If there's literally so many travel mags that they match the ones she needs for work, she's clearly very keen on getting the fuck out of here.
I wouldn't count on getting there early.
Oh no, I mean, that's terrible. But what can Ed, I mean...
Shit, I was thinking she was abandoning Ed last episode. I wouldn't even blame her for doing it now. She needs to leave.
Reports are 15 more bodies up in Fargo. It's a turf war.
I never even realised the Gerhardts actually went to Fargo when they did that. That makes it even more gangster.
And me just trying to actualize fully, you know? Be the best me I can be because these are modern times.
What a bunch of motivational poster bullshit.
You're a little touched, aren't you?
What?
It's not there's anything wrong with that, don't get me wrong.
Thinking about Peggy's character, she is kind of touched in a special way.
Life's a journey, you know? That's what John Hanley Sr. says. He's the founder of LifeSpring.
What the fuck is she even talking about right now?
Forensic team coming down from the Twin Cities in the morning. We're gonna check your car for blood.
I didn't even realise they had forensic teams in the late 70s.
Oh, we got permission. About an hour ago. You sold the car to Sonny Greer, didn't you? Earlier at the body shop?
Fuck. Wow, not only was that such a crackhead price for a car, but it's also given them the ability to search it. Not only did I think it was stupid last episode when just the money was involved, but now it is completely idiotic. Can't believe she's just done that.
You and Peggy boss. I gave you the chance to come.
No, but you gotta understand. I'm just trying to protect my family.
This is so well written because you genuinely sympathise with both characters. Lou's just trying to be straight up with Ed and he did give him a chance, so he's understandably at his wit's end with Ed. And Ed, you know, just wanted to get rid of what they deemed as a once-in-a-lifetime mistake that could potentially ruin both their lives and keep moving with his life. So you do sympathise with both characters in this scene.
Every day he pushes this rock up this hill, and every night it just rolls back down.
That's not for nothing. I bet he's built like a fucking tank.
I guess I'm saying it doesn't matter what they throw at me. I'm gonna take care of what's mine.
Yeah, I really like Ed's character because it's kind of the Lester Freeman, you know, William H. Macy from the movie character, but instead of the rattishness, they've actually made him a wholesome dude while getting mixed up in all this stuff, so it makes it fresh compared to last season.
Shows on TV, Ironside, and
That suggests that Ironside was his favourite by a long, long margin.
There's a crisis at the highest level, so who do they call? The best lawyer in town.
Ah, okay, he's a lawyer. I was wondering what this guy's role in life was. Because right now his only character traits are Amishy. I hope something fucks up for Mike here. It'll be so messed up if they actually manage to kill some high-ranking members of the Gerhardt family yet again because of information this stupid bitch has given them. Where would they be without her?
If it was me, and we had to run, I wouldn't look back.
She's basically telling him what she plans to do.
How come I buy all these magazines? I'm living in a museum of the past.
Again, a very well written character. That completely justifies her want for, you know, something greater than her immediate surroundings. She's not just some shallow person that's like, I like sand, I want more holidays. She's actually got a genuine reason for it.
Ed home?
Ed who?
Fuck me, they're prepared to go straight through the cop. They do not seem bothered Ted Danson is here one bit.
An impenetrable police station on Hazel Lane.
Or maybe he's inside and you think I'm stupid.
And he's lucky he's telling the truth, because if he was lying to protect Ed, the Native American guy would have headshotted him. So dangerous for a single police officer. What can he do? Even if he's a trained cop with the law behind him, if these guys are willing to just bypass that, he's fucked. He's one man.
No, Peggy, hey.
He'll be thanking him later for that. He probably just saved his life.
I'll clean up here.
I'd like to hear this actor's real voice, because the accent he's doing is so believable. I couldn't even pin it to a region due to my ignorance, but it just sounds like a very rural accent. And I know these guys are brutal, but they won't kill Peggy, will they? Even though Peggy's a flawed individual, I will find it hard to like the Gerhardt family if they hurt her. Again, Ed and Peggy should have killed Rye in this room. They would have walked in and found his body just now and looked around and been like, he tried to read. Oh shit! You fucking idiot. You haven't just killed him, have you? Given that Mike's about to do some sort of sneak attack, this is the last thing that they need right now. Another Gerhardt henchman lost.
When I find you, darling, I'm gonna make you bleed.
Okay, so he is prepared to kill Peggy. He's about to get hit with that life spring. Oh shit, see? Told ya. Lifespring taser, bitch. Learnt it at Lifespring. Go to Lifespring. Improve your life. Be the best you can be. Get fucking tased. Worth every penny that was supposed to buy that butcher shop. Also, that's 2 Fargo seasons in a row we've had a taser save. Tasers are the unsung heroes of Fargo.
Family. All of it. You don't get to pick and choose.
Sure, Grandma.
I'd like to think the mother is smart enough to know what she's been doing. Surely one of them must have clocked. No fucking way, Mike came here instead. Well, before I see any bodies, I hope the mum survived and I hope the daughter caught all those fucking stray bullets. What a fucking cowardly choice as well. Mike got told where all the upper henchmen of the entire Gerhardt crew were going, and he chose in that moment to go for the weakened prey of the family members left in the house, including the daughter who was giving him information, so if he's accidentally just shot her, no more information for you. And if the mother is dead, then the brother will just take over, and all the henchmen are still there, so kind of a cowardly and non-optimal move there by Mike, in my opinion.
Counsel my client, even as you seek to prison him.
Whatever you're gonna do, you got 30 minutes.
Don't dictate terms to
This guy literally talks like Abraham Lincoln.
To its breast all those in search of justice. To wit, this poor mottled wretch in front of me.
For real, have they written him to just talk like Abraham Lincoln? I'm loving it, don't get me wrong. He's like a man out of time.
I'm not in cuffs.
Chained in thought, if not action.
Don't correct a drunk lawyer, man.
I shall simply ask G or NG. And you, my client, will shake your head.
That's a good way of getting around it, because G and NG could stand for anything. We know it stands for one single thing, but I guess it's something they couldn't legally pin on them.
G. NG.
For fuck's sake, Ed, he just spent a minute explaining the code and you fuck it up.
Held without charges, even better. Then I shall have to tell His Honor to boost my client from these baseless... Whoa.
It's even better that he's clearly incredibly good at his job, but just so happens to be shit-faced.
Touch a hair on my client's...
Oh shit, the Gerhardts actually came to the police station. They are not fucking around. The brazenness to not give a fuck about the law to that level. The only time I can think about this being done in real life in recent years was literally El Chapo's son. When he was arrested in Mexico, he got let out because the rest of the cartel just fucking shot a bunch of fucking artillery shit into the police station, so they were like, fuck this, let him go. But outside of the most infamous cartel in Mexico of all time, yeah, haven't really seen this before.
Here for my boy. Doesn't have to get any more complicated than that.
Ah, right, they came for the son, not Ed, okay. I thought they were here just to kill Ed one way or the other.
I know you got designs on him.
Inside.
He's safe. Guarded by armed men.
Is getting the son a decoy for killing Ed?
We got enough men and guns to hold you off till morning.
Maybe I got a trunk full of dynamite.
I like this guy's hypothetical suggestion lies.
Who's this Charlie now?
Carl, I'm serious. I need you to sit over there and stay out of the way.
Yeah, he might be good at law, but he is instantly a fish out of water in a situation like this.
Take all the light bulbs we got, smash them up by the back doors and windows. That way we can hear them if they try to sneak in.
Kinda good thinking. I don't know if it's a worthy substitute for light, though. I would still have the light personally. You could hear them breaking the glass to get in without doing that, surely.
Farm boys who've never been face to face with a serious man before. And I need someone who can talk some sense into the father.
Actually, that is a very good point, because not only is he the son's lawyer, but he is also a very good talker. Granted, he's a little drunk, but I feel like that might even appeal to the Gerhardts.
Truth is, there's a lynch mob outside. Want to string you up.
What do you...
Come on. Stay close and be ready to run.
Lou was one step ahead. He knew why they were really there. Or maybe they're just trying to kill two birds with one stone and they are legitimately there for both.
Denise, I'm here.
Oh, sure, thank God. There's an army of men outside. They want Ed Blumquist and that kid from the fire.
At least they left him alive. We just didn't get to see what they did to him after they knocked him out. But it could have been way worse than that.
Tell Lou to sit tight. Can't have him getting killed without me. Never hear the end of it at dinner.
Now that's true brotherhood. Also, this episode has been pretty crazy. This has been one wild night in the world of Fargo.
Hold on now, we're allies.
Oh, this is gonna be great. Ain't no way Ed was doing that stealthily.
I'm your son's attorney.
Don't need a lawyer. He's going home tonight.
The attorney also said, though, that he could legally get him home that night, so maybe these guns aren't necessary.
As your son's man, I spoke with the constabulary at the highest level.
Of course it was at the highest level. He doesn't speak to no low-level constabulary.
No lawyer, I told you.
As his lawyer, I gotta advise you of something, which is this. You're making it worse.
Well, he has said some intelligent shit so far, but that was the definition of stating the fucking obvious.
You take him out of here now, and he's running the rest of his life. A wanted fugitive, shoot on sight.
He's talking complete sense. If he really cares about his son, he'll understand that the guy is wanting what's best for him. He doesn't want his son to be on the run for the rest of his life. He's doing a good job at holding his nerve so far.
Any movement there and they loop the kid in, make him an accomplice. Kidnapping, conspiracy to commit murder, assaulting a police officer.
That was a clever way of getting Ed out of it. Oh, he's starting to crack a little bit there.
Let's go.
Well, considering he was shitting himself minutes earlier when he first saw them, he did a pretty good job. And I'm assuming that they will be returning to the Gerhardt headquarters now, and they'll discover who's left alive, if anyone, from that attack by Mike and the Kitchen Brother. The Gerhardts haven't found them in the middle of the woods, have they? Oh, it could be Ted Danson. Yeah, that's a police car. This is Ted Danson, thank God.
Oh, Christ, man, you look worse than me.
Smell better, maybe.
It's not a good comment on your personal hygiene when a guy's had the shit kicked out of him and he still smells better than you. Oh shit, he tracked them all the way into the middle of the woods. Wow, that is such a good reveal. Fuck, he was so close to them. Ted Danson literally just saved Lou and Ed's life. I know it's a little bit of a stereotype for the Native American character, but I do love the way they're writing his character.
Yet hard to define male bond, born in the age of the Neanderthal, when men still hunted mastodon with flint and spears.
After this episode, I think this guy's my favourite character now. He's an amazingly written character. Okay, and that was episode 6 of Fargo, Rhinoceros, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, episode 6, Rhinoceros, what did I think of that? This was an incredible episode, possibly one of my favourite episodes of this season thus far. I need to get it out of the way straight away. This fucking daughter is an infuriatingly written character. I mean, oh my god, the treachery involved in just throwing your own family under the bus like that. For someone like Mike, who is quite clearly manipulating her and doesn't truly give a fuck about her, especially after the scene we saw later on in this episode, which, oh my god, Mike to this point has seemed like quite a tough guy to me, but it seemed like a very cowardly choice to just go for the mother, the weakened father, and the daughter while everybody else was out on a mission. I mean, killing the mother, yes, you are killing the head of the family, and killing the father, yes, you are killing the former and long-lasting boss of the family. But it's only 3 people and none of them are the actual muscle, and the brother will just take over if they both died in that attack. So I don't get what the motivation was, other than just making a point by taking out the top people, but yeah, that at least keeps the Gerhardts in the race for the war, because none of the actual shooters were involved in that, so they didn't really lose anyone. Except from, of course, that one henchman taking a bullet from the Gerhardt brother. They killed one of their own henchmen this episode, but none were taken by the hands of the Kansas guys. And shit hit the fan as it was inevitably always going to with Ed and Peggy. She's now thinking about getting the fuck out of there, which is not an unwise choice, of course, because when the Gerhardts were going through that house, they were ready to kill her if they found her. And Ed is being held in the police station, and even there he's not safe because the Gerhardts do not give a fuck apparently, and are prepared to go straight through Ted Danson to get into Ed and Peggy's house, and straight through the entire police force to get into the police station. Thank God that lawyer character came in clutch and talked some sense into them, because they would have definitely done it. And even though he managed to get them to retreat, the Native American guy had a headshot on Ed momentarily anyway, and he was tracking Ed and Lou through the woods in the end, so if it wasn't for Ted Danson and a couple of other events, Ed would have been killed one way or another last episode. And if this Native American guy is going to be on Ed like this for the end of time until he gets him, Ed is going to definitely die this season. I've got so much faith in this Native American character's abilities to hunt and track and assassinate and things like that. Ed better watch his fucking ass and stay somewhere even safer than a police station, because apparently not even there is a good enough hiding spot for him. And all in all, just an incredible episode. The only thing that I wish they added was a scene at the end where we got to see who lived and who died in the attack by Mike and the Kitchen Brother on the Gerhardt headquarters, but I guess they're saving that for the next episode. But we can only hope and fucking pray that the daughter took about like 70 bullets and the mother and father somehow miraculously came out of it unscathed. Regardless, I cannot wait to see what happens next week. If you've liked this reaction, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.